Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to comment on this very important subject matter. Mr. Speaker, let me also commend the learned leader for making this very important statement. Mr. Speaker, we know that the 11th of July will go down in history as one of the dark days of our democratic journey. Mr. Speaker, it is also the case that the event will also constitute a takeaway from our credentials, our democratic credentials. Mr. Speaker, anybody observing from an impartial stance or from an international observance will come to an irresistible conclusion that what happened is a minus in our democratic practice. Mr. Speaker, more worrying is when you would see fellow human beings reviewing the lives of their fellow human beings to a conclusion that they deserve an affliction that has occasioned them. Mr. Speaker, I was surprised to have seen my senior, the Member of Parliament for Pusiga, a female, who boldly reviewed the life of a fellow woman and came to a conclusion that she deserved the affliction that has come upon her. Mr. Speaker, I think that when men want to fight, they fight their colleague men. Mr. Speaker, you do not find men who fly in the air with all the strength in their bodies only to attack a woman. Mr. Speaker, it is also shameful when you would find leading members of government.
Honorable member, I'm pleading with them, but your language are so offensive. Yes. Yes, Honorable Haja. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, probably the honorable member didn't listen well when Honorable Ajia was speaking. She didn't attack. Shut up over there, shut up.
Yes, she has said it.
Honorable Jerry Ahmed, you don't control the House, so you need to be recognized to speak. I am not happy about your gesture. Please kindly resume your seat.
Even though you are a leader, I'm your senior. You should know that. Mr. Speaker,
Honorable member, address the chair.
I'm a senior, and so you. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Ajia was telling this House the fact about what happened during your time. Honorable Howard shot at people. So what you were saying was not an attack, but a fact of what actually happened. So do not say that she attacked Honorable Howard. She didn't attack Honorable Howard. She was just telling us the truth and nothing but the truth. Because an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
Yes, honorable member, you have the floor. Honorable member, your conduct violates the rules. Honorable member. Honorable member.
Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, with all due respect,
Mr.
if you do not have the floor, if you are not given the opportunity, you have no opportunity to speak. You are only allowed to speak when you catch the eye of the speaker. It is therefore very disorderly to just get on your feet and begin speaking. When such a thing happens, I will not hesitate to ask the marshal to walk you out of the chamber. Honorable member, you have the floor. Honorable member, you have the floor. You have the floor. Please continue. Yes.
Speaker, you won't determine what I should say. Speaker, we have a responsibility as leaders to help you manage this house. Speaker, a while ago, I had drawn your attention to Order 1232. The word terrorism was used in this house, and you allowed it to pass. Speaker, a while ago, my colleague asked a member, she spoke into the microphone. Shut up. Speaker, we don't want this house to degenerate. I have been calm listening. Speaker, we want to pray your wisdom. If the marshal will be called.
Honorable members, what I intend to do is that I do not foresee comment on this statement generating debates. So, if you wouldn't mind, after the honorable member is done, I'll let the leadership conclude so that we end comment on the statement.
Speaker, I was trying to make a point, and when you came in, you need to listen to the speaker in silence, so I had to resume my seat. And Speaker, I had drawn your attention earlier. Order 93.5 is clear. Order 1232 is clear. But colleagues are making interventions that are offensive of these orders. And Speaker, I earlier tried to catch your attention. We don't want the house to degenerate. And you have warned that anybody who goes contrary to the orders, you are going to call the marshal. I hope it will apply to both sides of the house.
Yes, sure.
I hope it will apply to both sides of the house.
It's not a warning to one side.
Thank you. Then we shall proceed.
So, honorable leaders, honorable member, go ahead and conclude your comment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it is obvious, and we can state so emphatically, without any ambiguity, that the mayhem that we witnessed in Ablekuma North is one that is likely to be state-sponsored. And I say so, Mr. Speaker, because after the event...
Yes, Honorable Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, after the event...
Honorable Majority Leader, please resume your seat.
Mr. Speaker, like I said earlier, as a leader, I shouldn't in any way intimidate or heckle a first-timer. But let's just be careful. When you say it is likely, it's one that is likely to be state-sponsored. When you mention state sponsorship, you notice that when the minority leader was going to make the statement, I objected. You notice we spent close to an hour in conclave. There were similar statements in the statement. He deleted them. You are my witness. He deleted, we agreed on the text, and we objected to certain things. You don't have proof. You don't have proof, so don't accuse a whole state. So please, you can make your comments, but avoid, such imputations and trying to use, a broad brush to just paint a whole state. I beg you.
Honorable, be guided accordingly.
Mr. Speaker, respectfully, the point that I'm making is that I have no doubt in my mind that government is complicit in the activities that occurred, the mayhem that occurred.
Honorable member, I ask that you should be guided accordingly. Yes, Majority Leader. Yes, Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I think that he has to withdraw. He has to withdraw. He has to stay away from what he is saying. Mr. Speaker, we're all trying to manage a situation. There are things that we can say. MPP as a political party announced that they were not participating in the election. You announced as a political party that you will not participate in the election.
Honorable Majority
What were
Leader.
you looking for in Ablekuma South or not? What were you looking for? You announced that you are not participating in the
Honorable
election.
Majority Leader, you would have your
following day you are in
turn
that
to
election.
comment.
Do you know the implications for announcing that you are not participating in an election?
Honorable Majority
When
Leader,
you announce, Mr. Speaker, just a moment, I beg you.
You
I beg
have
you,
your
Mr. Speaker.
turn to comment.
I beg you, Mr. Speaker. When you announce that you are not participating in an election, what you do is that you put the security agencies to sleep. Yes, that's what you do. Let me tell you, if you have run the security agencies before, when they project, listen carefully. When they project, please pay attention. Please pay attention. Please pay attention. When you project as security agents, when you project that the full scale of MPP and the full scale of NDC are going to be confronting each other in how many? Is this 18? 19 polling stations. Your security preparation in anticipation is different from when you are told that MPP will not participate and it is going to be NDC. You announced it. You organized a press conference as a political party and announced that you will not participate. Is it a deliberate ploy? Is it a deliberate ploy by the NPP to create chaos and mayhem in the election? Why would you announce that you will not participate in an election only to go and participate? Why would you do that? Then when there is a security situation, you turn around and say that security situation is state-sponsored. How could it be state-sponsored? I say you must withdraw that. You can't say that the state of Ghana or government of Ghana is complicit. Mr. Speaker, he has to withdraw that.
Yes, Minority Chief.
Speaker, keep quiet. Speaker, the respected leader makes a point that the MPP says they were not going to participate in the election, and we cause the security agencies, we put the security agencies to sleep. That is an indictment on the security agencies of this country and the government. First of all, let me do a reasonable deduction of your own statement. First of all, it is not only MPP as a political party that is a stakeholder in the election that was rerun at Ablekuma. So if you say that MPP, we stayed out and therefore we caused the security agencies of this country to go and sleep. Leader, have you thought through about your statement well? Maybe you should consider it again. Speaker, in any case, In any case, if the Honorable respected Felix Kwache, when he said between 2017 and 2024, there was terrorism in this country under the watch of the NPP.
You see,
the majority leader didn't say anything wrong with that.
honorable minority leader. No, but with all due respect, we owe it as a duty to state the position clearly. I agree that there has been too much background noise, as a result of which, when a member is commenting, I have a difficulty picking the full words of the person. But what I've heard was what happened at Ablekuma constitutes terrorism. That is what I have heard.
Speaker, that is why I earlier premised, Speaker, my ears are always attentive. And I pray them when I'm listening.
It may be sharper than my own.
Speaker, my ears can never be sharper than yours. Speaker, my ears can never be sharper than yours. Speaker, my ears can never be sharper than yours. But the point must be made. The point must be made. It was said, my colleague said, he can deny it, but we can call for the audio. 2017-2024, under the watch of the New Patriotic Party, there was terrorism. Now, you don't find that offensive, and you are calling for a withdrawal of a statement. Let Felix do the needful and withdraw that statement, and then we can also think about whether we'll withdraw that statement or not. We have not offended any of our orders. We have not. Leader, we have not. We have not. We have not. We have not. In any case, our decision not to contest the election, it's not your business. It's not your business. You have said that our decision not to contest the election put the security apparatus of this country to sleep. What? Majority Leader, Mr. Majority Leader, we can give you the option to think through this statement and come again. Because this statement is flawed, it's disappointing to come from a whole majority leader. And I don't expect you to say this. Because our colleague has stayed on course. He has not offended any of our rules. When the member spoke into the microphone and said that he should shut up, clearly offensive of Order 1232. It's offensive of it. When they were provoking debate, offensive of 93.5. Speaker, you were quiet. You were quiet. You were quiet. Speaker, we are quiet watching you. We are also quiet watching you. And the Speaker is still quiet. And the majority leader is on his feet, saying that the security apparatus of this country went to sleep. Interesting, because MPP said they were not going to contest. Anyway, Speaker, we are in your hands.
Yes, Majority Leader.
Now you are calling the police to sleep.
Yes, Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, he doesn't know the security apparatus in this country. He doesn't know. I have experienced them in real violent situations, in elections. Let me tell you, this last election, the week before the election, there was persistent gunfire in my country. I couldn't even come out of my house. Persistent. Not what you people are doing. Not this child play at Ablekuma. What? Not. This is children playing. I'm talking about real. Mr. Speaker. Please, let me tell you the story. Please pay attention. Please, pay attention to this story. Very, very important. Mr. Speaker, the Northern Commander called me and said, I have received very, very bad reports about Boku. Can we meet in Bolga? All the MPP candidates were in Bolga. All the NDC candidates were involved. You are here, you are all there. We met the Northern Command in Bolgatanga. You were there. And the Northern Command said that there is no security situation in an election we cannot handle. None in this country that we cannot handle. We will not come because NDC as a political party has said that we don't want soldiers at elections. So for that reason, we are not getting involved. But if you, Ayarga, you say we should come, we will come and the election will take place. Why are you not all there? And I said, I take responsibility. Come to Boku. Say, go back. We'll go and prepare and come. A day before the election, the soldiers moved into Boku with full force that I have never seen before. They stayed that day. Early in the morning, they took position in every corner of Boku. And everybody was free, went out, went and voted, came back home. They counted. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, the election in Boku was the most peaceful in the whole of Ghana. The most peaceful election that I have ever seen in my life in Boku was this last election. In the whole of Ghana.
Conclude.
Oh, ask anybody who is in Boku, they'll tell you. Mr. Speaker, that is why I said that if you want the security agencies to ensure the safety of everybody in an election, and you give them the right indications and the signals, and they prepare and deploy, I can assure you that it will be the safest election. But when you misinform them, and because of the misinformation, they prepare based on what they anticipate, you will find lapses. And that is why I said you misled them. You gave everybody an indication that you were not going to participate in the election. And then behind the scenes, you came and then you were participating in the election.
The leadership would conclude
at the time
debate.
that they hadn't deployed in anticipation.
Honourable Majority Leader, thank you very much. Honourable Member, conclude.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I'm happy to know from the Leader of the House that the conduct of the elections...
Honourable Member, go ahead and conclude your comment.
Mr. Speaker, respectfully, Mr. Speaker, my disappointment, my utter disappointment is in the fact that leading members of our government, after the event which we are all lamenting about, went public and endorsed an attack, Mr. Speaker, as if a section of our populace deserve that mayhem to be visited on them. Mr. Speaker, in this house, all that I've heard is a recount of, so to speak, an attribution of a crime to Howard Kumsen, the honorable former member of parliament. But Mr. Speaker, our laws are very clear that if somebody commits even the highest crime of the land, there's a due process to put that person through. And not to hire people to fly in the air to head the chest of a woman on the floor. Mr. Speaker, I think that is very inhuman, to say the least. Mr. Speaker, as we know the law to be, crime does not die. So if the honorable member has committed anything that we deem to be a crime, the proper recourse is in putting her before the law, even as we speak. and we have a government in place. Mr. Speaker, I do not think that we have done well by assaulting her in the manner that we did. And same being applauded by members of the government, Mr. Speaker, I think is very appalling. Mr. Speaker, I am also disappointed by the fact that elements within the party, appointees of government who in the first place prevented the Electoral Commission from collating just 3 police stations. Collating just 3 police stations. They prevented the Electoral Commissioner from doing that. Mr. Speaker, how did they do that? Anytime the Electoral Commissioner was ready to do her work, we found appointees that went on social media and publicly called tax to march to the office of the Electoral Commission. And in no time, these people armed to the teeth, sitting on motorbikes, ready to visit mayhem on the EC and the officers there. Mr. Speaker, what will happen? Obviously, the officers of the EC will run through the windows to save their single dear life. And that is how the Electoral Commission had to do the U-turn that they did. I know they are not proud of the decision they took. They are not proud because they had to take it out of Mr. Speaker, out of force, out of pressure, enormous pressure being brought to bear on them by government. Mr. Speaker, if you have prevented them from carrying out a lawful orders of a high court, and then we are to go for a rerun, and then you find those same appointees, those same elements within the government also publicly marching tax to disrupt the rerun of the elections, and government says nothing about it, and nobody has lost his job even as we speak, then Mr. Speaker, what it means is that the EC cannot collect 3 police stations, and the EC cannot also do a proper rerun because people will march tax to go and disturb the process. Mr. Speaker, this is a difficulty. This is a difficulty that we should all be very worried about.
Honourable Member,
Mr.
conclude.
Speaker, we also witnessed that, well, maybe deliberately or inadvertently, the police that were sent there to man the elections had no weapons. They had no guns. They were not armed. Mr. Speaker, can it be for a reason? Can it be for a reason? So that the tax, when they march in, armed to the teeth, will be able to overpower the police. And Mr. Speaker, that is what we saw on our TVs. And some of us who went there, that is what we saw. We saw the police helpless.
Conclude.
We saw the police could not do anything
Honourable
because they had no weapons.
Conclude.
Mr. Speaker, we know that the mere sight of a gun handled by a police officer can despair people with criminal mentality. Mr. Speaker, I think that we have not done very well for ourselves and across the political divide. Mr. Speaker, we should come to a certain consensus. We should come to a certain consensus to enforce the laws that we, this House, we have passed by way of a statute.
Honourable Member,
Mr. Speaker,
I
this
think
is a
your
call
time
for
is
all
up.
of us, not a partisan
your time
one.
Is up.
Not a partisan one.
Honourable
It's a call
Member,
for all of
your
us
time is
to
up.
do so. Mr. Speaker, with this words, I thank you for the opportunity.